Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of OmicronGaming. In today's episode, we'll be looking at this game called The Long Dark. It's a game developed by this studio called, let me see here, Hinterland Studio, and it's still in alpha, so this is not the final version of the game yet. Another thing that I should mention is that apparently the people behind this game, they came from basically other studios, and they worked on pretty high profile games like Far Cry 3, Warhammer 40,000, Saints Row, God of War, League of Legends, Mass Effect, Baldur's Gate, and it's just a bunch of all these different people congregating together and working on The Long Dark. And from what I've played, it's not bad. So it's a survival game. The premise is that a plane has fallen somewhere. You're stuck in this area and it's really goddamn cold. So I'm just gonna load up one of my saves. You can see here that I have a gun. You don't start with a gun. You start with nothing. And give me a second. Let me store all my wood. Ha. Alright. I was gathering firewood out there, and well, yeah. Cannot hold container. Cannot hold that much weight. All right. Can hold 9 firewood. So what I plan to do here, just to show you guys how I play the game. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail as in to how things work. It's an interesting experience, especially because it's still alpha. This game can go a number of ways, so explaining it now might change later on. But the basic premise is that you need to survive. So as you can see here, you have fatigue, you have your cold, your hunger, and your thirst. And cold means that you're freezing. You can increase that by you can make it better by staying indoors, having better clothing. Don't go out in the goddamn cold. That's also another thing. Your hunger is easy. You kill some animal, eat some food, and you'll survive. Thirst, you drink water. To make water, it's pretty interesting. I'll show you guys right now. So I'm inside this camp office that I discovered near the entrance of this map. And look, there's a dead guy here. You can store stuff in the dead guy if you wish. I like drawers myself, but if you guys like storing stuff in dead guys, it's all up to you. And first of all, let's start a fire here. All this stuff, there's some things that you start off with. I can't quite remember what. One of them is a bedroll, but things like wood and tinder and all this stuff to light a fire, you have to find them. Good. So I started a fire successfully. Let me toss another firewood here, just to make that fire last a bit longer. And as I was saying, I was gonna show you guys how to make water, right? I'm gonna melt 2 liters of snow. I'm melting the snow. Alright, so now I got some yucky water. It's unsafe. Don't drink that. You might get, I don't know, salmonella off water. You can't get salmonella off water. E. coli? Maybe. And then you boil that unsafe water, and then you get potable water. And what that means is that you can drink it. And whenever you get thirsty, you know that you have 2 liters of water with you. So that's all good. Right now I'm hungry, right? So if I'm not mistaken, I stored food earlier that I cooked. Here we go. I didn't cook it, I lied. I don't have any. So let's just chuck this into the fire. My raw venison. And of course venison you get from shooting down deer. And there you go. Venison. If I can find it. There you go. Cooked venison. I also had some fish. I'll show you guys how to get fish. Should be interesting to see. So grab some food. I just keep that deer in my bag, I guess, in case I get hungry out there. What time is it? 6:12 p.m. Might not be a good time to go out. It's night. When it's night, it gets colder and all that. So let's sleep until the morning. Apparently, I can't sleep more than 12 hours because, you know, that'd make me a lazy ass. Bup. And I'm up. Good to go. 8 days. So I've survived for 8 days, 22 hours, and 58 minutes. So that's good. And I'm really thirsty. So I'll drink some of that water I had. Whenever I hear that sound, it makes me want to drink as well. Alright. All good. My thirst is sated. His thirst is sated. So what we should do now is we should eat some venison. Gotta get those calories up. And if you can hear, like, you can hear the wind. Yeah, hear that? It's blowing. So what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna actually take one raw venison. Just gonna bring it with me. Maybe I should light a fire, but eh. Actually, I don't need to bring this venison because I have some MRE. It's called an MRE? Yes. Rations, basically. So I'll leave this venison in there. I know the wind's blowing heavily and all, but I wanted to show you guys like how you actually fish, or you know, get food, and what the outdoors is like, because I've been spending this video just indoors. Right, so this is the Long Dark. Well, it's the game. This is the area around it. You basically have no maps. You have nothing. If you can see from here, you have equipment. You can forage for food, for wood. There's a log telling you about what's been happening. Harvest your... Let's say you have extra equipment here that you don't need. You can harvest it, break it down to spare parts. You can use those spare parts to repair the equipment that you currently have. You have a bedroll. You use this in case you just wandered off in the middle of the woods in the middle of the night and you have nowhere else to sleep. You chuck a bedroll down, start a fire, and then you got a nice place to sleep. Just don't start a fire when the wind's blowing, because, you know, those two things, they don't like each other. Alright, so what's great about this camp office is that there's the camp office there. Where I can get fish is those little huts in the distance there. Also, I brought a gun in case I spot some deer. I can shoot the deer, grab their meat, and all is good with this world. Just walk over there, and once you've played this game enough, you'd notice that getting anywhere takes a while. They're trying to give you this impression where there are things that you can see in the distance, but you need quite a lot of effort to get there, and there's this trade-off between freezing in the goddamn cold or actually getting to your objective, and that, I guess, it drives the player to actually, you know, go out, explore. So here I had some fish. I couldn't bring them back because they were too heavy, so I just chucked them in a drawer because, hey, why not? So this is an ice fishing hole. It's 100% frozen because you know, it's really cold out here. You can see from my character's breath, it's really cold. I don't have a hatchet, so I'll use a knife to break this ice. And as you can see, it's getting colder, which is not good. There we go. It's really cold, so what I'll do here is I will start a fire if I had gathered some wood like a smart person would. But that's alright. Let's forage for 2 units of wood here. Right? And hopefully we don't die during that time, because I'd like to get achievements for staying alive. Alright, I'll chuck in this. I forged tinder plugs. Oh, alright, so there's, you can forge tinder, softwood, or hardwood. So what I want in this case is actually hardwood, because that's the stuff, you know, that lights a fire. Tinder is just like the accelerant or something. Grab that, light the fire. Sometimes you can fail when you make a fire, and that makes you sad, but it's alright. See what I meant? you can fail when you try to set a fire. So you can just try again. Eventually you'll get it right. You'll set a fire and then you can warm yourself up. Come on. There. Nice and hot. You can toss another for firewood in there to increase the time. That'll keep us warmer. Yes? No? No? Yes. There you go. I feel less cold. So, 7% frozen again. Damn it. Don't worry. Cleared it. There's 2 hours to go on that thing, and then I can start fishing. Let's fish for 2 hours and see what we can get. Ah, a fishy. Not enough calories. Put it back. I didn't get much out of that. That's alright. That's because I had fish here before. Let's take some of this fish. I think I had better fish. Here we go. These babies have a lot of calories to them, so we're just gonna take them out. We're a bit Oh, you see this? This shit here makes things hard. You can't really see where you're trying to go because of the cold. Because of the fog. So I'm just gonna sit here for a bit. Probably fix my hunger up. I don't really want to eat these things raw. I might get sick, so I'll just drink some water. And I'll head back. And hopefully, it's still midday, but you know, and hopefully I'm walking back the right way. The music is a bit ominous as into where the hell I'm going, but hey man, I can't even see my way back. See, that's great. Ooh, my cold is really accelerating there. Must be really cold. Okay, I see this rock. I now know that this rock is close to the camp. It should be over there. Is that another rock? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This isn't good. Alright. Don't worry. Don't worry. My survival instinct will kick in. See, I told you it was near the camp. Yeah. Right now you're indoors, which is good. The coldness will dissipate. And if I'm not mistaken, I put some fur. There we go. Just grab a bit of those. Grab 3 of those. And then we will head up and cook ourselves some fish. Delicious fish. Let's toss that in and we can make some make a fire. Yeah, that's mostly what the game is about. You're trying to survive day by day, and sometimes if you get out at night, there are wolves that are out there trying to kill you. But if you can avoid them, it'd be good. That way you won't die, and you can live an even longer life. So let's just cook all these bass. The thing with fish is that it starts off with a lot of calories, but as you cook it, you like kill off all the calories that it has. I don't know why. Is that like a real cooking thing? I'm not sure. Either ways, it's really heavy and less efficient to drag around than venison, because venison weighs about 1 kilo and it has like 800 calories, something like that. So let's just eat one of these to get the calories up. And I should be fine for another hour or so. Another thing that you can continually try to do is, you know, add to the fire. So if you have a limited supply of matches, you don't like use them up that quickly. So let's say I want to transfer 6 of these. I'm just gonna toss them all to the fire, and that fire will last me a lot longer. I don't have to keep starting this fire over and over again. See that? I can at most have it going for 12 hours. So that's good. Just step outside here. It's gonna be really cold, but I do need more wood, so let's take about 5 of them. There you go. See, if I had gotten any more, I would have probably froze to death and died out there. You die easily. Well, not easily. If you can find a good place like this camp here, you can survive for quite a while. My first playthrough, I couldn't find anything, so I tried sleeping outside for the first night. Died straight away. The cold just got to me. So we got some firewood here, and there's cooked venison inside the drawer. Deer, drawer deer, the best kind of deer. But yeah, guys, so I think this is where I'll conclude the video. I gave you just like a short snippet of what this game is about. It's all about exploring, finding new objectives, grabbing shit from there and taking it back to where you came from. In my case, it's this home office where I set as my home. There's no actual map, there's no waypoints, there's no anything, so it's all about you trying to remember where the landmarks are and hopefully navigating yourself through this terrain. It's a very interesting feel on the whole survival, survival genre, to say. You're not fighting anything. Like, there's no zombies out there trying to get you. There are wolves out there though that's trying to get you. But you can kill them, you can avoid them. But what you're truly battling here is nature itself. So that's pretty interesting. And if you guys would like this game, I think it's available on Steam. $15, I'd like to say. I'm not too sure. I have to double check on that. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.